So in your packs, you should find a scroll of paper. It's this one that you need for this activity, and it's make a constellation viewer. So there's 3 sheets to explain what you need to do. There's this one, the instructions of what you need to do, and then copies of star signs. And also in the description box below this video, there's a bit of an explanation about star signs. So that's what you need. You also need a tube. I've got a big tube here because we only have the big tubes, but a toilet roll or kitchen roll tube at home, your torch that you had previously in your pack, elastic bands which are around your paper, so we've given you those, some black paper which is again wrapped up in your scroll. And then you need something to make the holes. So I've got a piece of blue tack and a pin there. And this is one that I prepared earlier. So this is what we're going to make. So once you've got, scissors, you need scissors as well. So the instructions are on the sheet, but I'll go through how I made mine. So you need to choose which constellation you are going to make. Now, on the one I've already prepared, I chose Taurus, because that is my birth sign, Taurus the bull. And now I think I'll choose Orion, because I think Orion may be one that you have heard of. So I'm going to cut this out, carefully around the outer circle. Keep going round, keep going round, keep going round. So there's my star sign, and that's Orion. So then once you've cut out your constellation, you need to stick it onto a piece of black paper. Now I've cut this is probably about A5 size, and I'm going to stick my constellation in the middle. So again, you've had glue in the previous pack. So you just need to glue this, as I say, in the center. If you put it on the side, you'll see what you might go wrong. So in the center there. And then in order to make the light from the torch shine through, you've got to make the holes as they are on your circle. So piece of blue tack or plasticine or something, because if I stick the pin through on a table, it might make a hole, and then whoever's at home may not be very pleased with the holy constellation table. So a bit of blue tack, maybe plasticine or a chopping board, something that won't hurt. So put your plasticine down, put your piece over the top, and then in every hole, you just need to stick the pin in. I give it a bit of a wiggle just to make the hole slightly bigger. And you do need to be quite precise with this, because obviously if you don't get it precise, you're going to probably make a different constellation. So Orion, this bit here is called Orion's, this is known as Orion's belt, the 3 that go across there. And then I might just need to move that over a bit just to make sure I'm not pinning the table. And then in with these 2 holes. 1, I might make that a bit bigger, and 2. So there we are, I've made the holes that the light will come through. So now you need your tube, as I say, kitchen roll, toilet roll that you can use at home. And this is why you needed to keep the black paper, because you're going to secure that round with the elastic band. So my tube is a little bit big, but you'll get the idea. So I'm going to put that round there. Now in order to make that go a little bit easier, I'm probably just going to cut some little flaps in it there, just so that it sits around my tube a little bit flatter. So then again, I'm going to put that in the middle, fold it down, and then around your scroll of things to make it with, you've got an elastic band. So then you just need to secure that over the top with an elastic band. Like so. I mean, you have got glue, you could glue it down, you could sellotape it down. The nice thing about the elastic band is that once you've done this one, obviously, you can cut out some more and you can look at the different constellations. So now you've done that and you've got your holes, could be a bit more central, but that's fine. There's enough that the light will come through. Then you're going to need to find a dark space with your torch and see if you can shine your torch through and project the constellation on a wall or maybe on the floor, but you're going to need somewhere dark to try that. So once you've made your constellation viewer, there's a few things you could do. You could see if you could get it to project. I've had trouble doing that. The classroom's not quite dark enough. But you could then put the torch inside the tube and look, and you should see Taurus. Oh no, this isn't Taurus, is it? This is Orion. This is Orion, and you should see the difference then if I look through the one I've made before. This star sign is Taurus. So you could put the torch there, any light source, or if not, you could put it up against the window and let the sunlight come through. And there you are, you can make, so you could see if you can find your birth sign and make that and compare the different constellations. And then you could even see if you can see some of them up in the sky at night. You could just hold your constellation viewer up at a light source or up at the window and look through the tube that way, and that's quite nice because then you get the idea of the darkness of space, and then you can see the pattern of the stars through the viewer. So also just experimenting, putting the torch on the outside of the tube, again gives you that idea of space because then you can see the darkness inside and the stars in the pattern of the constellations. So have fun. I look forward to seeing on Zoom the ones that you've made, and then you can have a look in the night sky and see if you can find those constellations.